I asked my dad for a new sweatshirt, and his reaction broke my heart. I'm 16, and I guess you could call me a late bloomer. Over the past year, my shoulders finally broadened out, and I shot up about 4 inches. None of my clothes fit anymore. I've been wearing the same 5 stretched-out shirts for months, and 3 of them have actual tears in the seams. My dad's 37. He had me when he was 21, right after getting out of a 3-year stint. He never finished high school, got in with a bad crowd in his neighborhood, made some stupid choices. My mom left when I was a baby. He told me she just couldn't handle being a parent. I tried reaching out to her on Facebook once, but she blocked me immediately. We live in my grandparents' old single-wide trailer on about half an acre of their land. They passed when I was 7, and my dad inherited it. The trailer isn't much. The AC barely works. The floor is soft in some spots, and you can hear everything through the walls. But it's ours, and my dad keeps it clean. He works construction for a local company. He's tried moving up for years, but his record and lack of education keep blocking him. He makes about $15 an hour, and between the bills, his debt payments, and keeping food on the table, there's not much left over. Last time I got new clothes was my 15th birthday. Dad used his entire stimulus check to take me shopping at Walmart. I got 6 shirts, 3 pairs of jeans, some socks. I remember how happy he looked watching me try stuff on, but now nothing fits. The shirts hurt my shoulders and the sleeves cut into my arms. I tried stealing some from the lost and found at school, but I'm bigger than most kids my age and nothing worked. My dad refuses to let me get a job. I've asked him probably 10 times, and every time he gets this angry look and says he's not gonna have his own kid providing for him. He stopped his entire life for me. Never dated anyone, never took a vacation, just worked and came home to make sure I had dinner and help with homework. Last night during dinner, we were eating spaghetti and watching some game show. I finally worked up the courage to ask, "Dad, do you think we could maybe get a sweatshirt or two, just from Walmart or something?" His face completely fell. He set down his fork and got this look I'd never seen before, like I just reminded him of something he was desperately trying to forget. He explained, really gently, that we didn't have the money right now. The truck needed new tires, we had to restock groceries, and his insurance payment was coming up. But he promised he'd start putting aside $10 here and there, and maybe in a few months we could go shopping. I felt this wave of disappointment and guilt hit me at the same time. I told him it was fine, don't worry about it, and went to my room. That's when I heard it through the paper-thin walls. My dad was crying, not just tearing up, actually sobbing. I could hear him trying to muffle it, but in our trailer, you hear everything. I've seen my dad cry maybe twice in my entire life. Once when his mom died, and once when I showed him my report card with straight A's for the first time. I wanted to walk out there and hug him, tell him it's okay, that I didn't need anything, but I've never been good with emotions. I just sat on my bed, listening to him cry, feeling like the worst son in the world for even asking. Eventually, I fell asleep. This morning, I woke up and walked into the kitchen. There was a note on the table in my dad's messy handwriting. Had to leave early for a job in the next town. There's cereal in the cabinet. Dad. Underneath the note was $80 in cash. I stood there confused, then noticed a second piece of paper. I sold my Xbox and some of my tools to Gus at work last night. Get whatever you need. I'm sorry I made you wait. You deserve so much better than this. I love you. Dad. I just broke down right there in the kitchen. My dad had only had that Xbox for 6 months. He'd saved up his entire birthday money plus extra shifts to buy it used. It was the only thing he owned that was just for him. I'd see him playing it late at night after I went to bed, finally getting to relax for an hour, and he sold it in one night for me. I'm sitting in my room right now writing him a letter back. I'm telling him that when I get through college, I'm a good student, mostly A's, and we're getting out of this trailer. We're moving into a real house with AC that works and floors that don't creak, and he can have all the Xbox games he wants, every single one. He can finally have the childhood that was stolen from him. I'm putting this $80 in my drawer. I'm not spending it. I'll wear these stretched shirts with the torn seams until graduation if I have to, because that money isn't for clothes. It's a reminder of what my dad sacrificed and why I can't ever let him down.